Are you ready to capture stunning moments like a pro? Whether you're a budding photographer or a seasoned shutterbug, the right camera can make all the difference. But with so many options out there, finding the perfect one can be overwhelming. Don't worry, we've got you covered. In today's video, we're diving into the top 6 best photography cameras that deliver exceptional performance, breathtaking image quality, and features to elevate your photography game. Links to the most recent prices for additional product information are given in the description box below. So let's find the camera that fits your style and vision. Let's get started.
This video is presented to you by Trusty Picks.
3 main factors to consider when buying a photography camera. Choose a type based on your needs. DSLR for versatility, mirrorless for portability, compact for casual use, or action cameras for adventure. Larger sensors, full frame, or a PSC deliver better image quality, especially in low light. Match the sensor size to your photography style and budget. Decide how much you're willing to spend. Entry-level cameras for beginners, mid-range for enthusiasts, and premium models for professionals. Focus on these 3 factors to simplify your decision-making and find the perfect camera for your photography needs. Number 6. Ricoh GR3. Ricoh's compact series of GR cameras have long been a favorite among street photographers and enthusiasts, and the Ricoh GR3 is no exception. This is one of the best point-and-shoot options if you prioritize image quality and portability. Despite its pocketable size, it features a relatively large APS-C sensor and an in-body image stabilization system to help stabilize shots at slower shutter speeds. The camera's snap focus feature is great for zone focusing and capturing quick snapshots on the street. Plus, its built-in lens opens up to a relatively wide max aperture of f2.8 and has a versatile 28mm full-frame equivalent focal length. If you prefer a narrower field of view, the Ricoh GR3X is identical to the GR3 in every way, except that it uses a 40mm equivalent lens. That more standard field of view is versatile for different kinds of photography, though it isn't as wide for landscape photos. It's also worth noting that the batteries on these models are small, so you'll probably need to invest in spare batteries or a power bank for longer shooting days, but that's fairly typical for compact point-and-shoots. Ultimately, if you need a photography-oriented compact camera for high-quality street or travel photography, you can't go wrong with the GR3. Number 5. Canon EOS Rebel SL3 250D. The Canon EOS Rebel SL3 250D is one of the best cameras for photographers on a tight budget. It's a DSLR that's a bit older now, so it lacks some of the features found on newer mirrorless models, like better video features and more advanced autofocus tracking algorithms. Having said that, a DSLR is the perfect place to start for photography. It isn't as portable as most mirrorless alternatives, but the SL3 is Canon's most portable DSLR, and it has a much longer battery life than mirrorless counterparts. Plus, its sensor is still excellent and capable of capturing high-quality images, and the optical viewfinder gives you an unfiltered view of your subjects. Beyond that, Canon's Rebel series is compatible with EFS and EF lenses, of which there are plenty of great options, including many that offer a ton of value for their price. If you want the portability of a mirrorless camera, the budget-tier Canon EOS R50 is a good alternative to consider. It's more compact and has faster burst shooting options, but Canon's RF lens ecosystem is still being built out, so you'll have fewer lens options, making the SL3 a better value pick for photographers who are just starting out. Number 4. Canon EOS R10. If the Sony Alpha 6700 is out of your price range, the Canon EOS R10 is an entry-level model that packs a punch or its price. With a highly accessible user interface and great ergonomics, it's beginner-friendly and easy to use and features a highly accurate and effective autofocus system. On top of that, you get quick burst shooting, a good battery life, and some impressive video specs for an entry-level model, including 4K recording at up to 60 FPS albeit with a crop and 10-bit capture in its HDR PQ mode, though it lacks advanced features like log profiles. The biggest downside of the R10 is that lens selection is still relatively limited for the RF mount. If you'd prefer a more established lens ecosystem, the Fujifilm X-S10 is another great choice at this price point. It's also one of the few entry-level models with in-body image stabilization. That said, its autofocus system is less reliable, and it may be harder to find new in stock. Number 3. Sony Alpha 6700. The Sony Alpha 6700 is the best all-around mid-range camera we've tested for photographers. This hybrid model uses a 26-megapixel APS-C sensor and captures fantastic overall image quality. It's also relatively portable and has an excellent battery life, making it a good choice for long days on the go. The camera's autofocus system is also one of the most effective on the market, with AI-driven subject detection and tracking. On top of that, it has in-body image stabilization and a wide selection of compatible lenses, including plenty of more affordable third-party options. If you don't want to fiddle around with RAW files too much, consider the Fujifilm X-S20 instead. Fujifilm is known for its excellent JPEG processing and film simulation profiles, making it a good choice for those who prefer to share their images straight out of the camera. Like the Alpha 6700, it has a high-res APS-C sensor and in-body image stabilization to help you shoot handheld at slower shutter speeds. However, its autofocus isn't as effective as the Sony's, so it's less suited to very fast subjects like sports or wildlife. Number 2. Fujifilm X-T5. If you prefer the portability and lower cost of APS-C cameras, the Fujifilm X-T5 is among the best we've tested. With a 40.2 megapixel APS-C sensor, it's one of the best digital cameras for photography if you're interested in landscapes or portraits, giving you plenty of leeway to crop and adjust your photos. While images taken in low light are typically noisier than a full-frame alternative like the Sony Alpha 7 IV, the image quality you can get out of this camera is hard to beat at this price point. The camera also honors Fujifilm's photography-oriented roots with dedicated exposure dials that give you more hands-on control over your settings and a three-way tilting screen that's incredibly versatile for waist-level shooting and street photography. If you're looking for a more robust camera with better ergonomics for studio work, you might prefer the Fujifilm X-H2. It uses the same sensor as the X-T5 but has a bigger body and additional benefits for hybrid or video shooters, like a full-sized HDMI port and CF Express card slot. However, it's a bit pricier and less portable. Number 1. Sony Alpha 7 IV. While it's very much in the hybrid photo-video camp, the Sony Alpha 7 IV is one of the best cameras for photography that we've tested. At this price point, you're getting a very well-built weather-sealed body, dual SD card slots with the option to use a CF Express card, in-body image stabilization, and a high-resolution viewfinder. Beyond that, it features a fantastic backside illuminated full-frame sensor with a wide dynamic range and a 33-megapixel sensor. That's a bit more resolution than most of its peers at this level, giving you a touch more leeway to crop in your images. But the real reason this is our number 1 pick at this price point, any modern camera can capture amazing image quality, comes down to its wide selection of lenses. Sony's E-mount is one of the most established lens ecosystems among mirrorless cameras, with a wide range of both native and more affordable third-party options. That makes it incredibly versatile for almost any type of photography you want to do, whether it's portraits or landscapes. Another excellent option at this tier is the Canon EOS R6 Mark II. It has better ergonomics overall than the Sony, and it can shoot at faster burst rates, but it doesn't have as wide of a lens selection. So that wraps up our list of the best photography cameras. If this video was useful to you, kindly click the thumbs up button. Which one are you going to pick? Describe your thoughts in the comments section below. Thank you for your time. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss an updates. Everyone who had come this far, I'm hoping to see you in the next video.